Yo, shout out to the Most High. That's always a see when we in our lower state. It's L-Deez, also known Party Boy Lawrence, the motherfucking one for another episode of I Need to Know with my co-host Amo and my special guest in the middle. Introduce yourself, G.
BRealBFunny. I don't know what else to say. I got a couple more names, but
Okay.
that's the name.
Okay. So be real, be funny, man. What do you actually do, man?
I do comedy.
Okay. How long you been doing that?
It's been about 14 years now.
Okay. Well, I recently seen you on the motherfucking Instagram roasting the fuck out of this white lady. Could you please, since that's the hot topic, you know what I'm saying, pick up on that. How did that shit even transpire?
All right, so look, I was driving to Alameda, and I was going to get something to eat at this place where I always go eat at. And right, you come out the little tunnel.
Yeah.
So I get to the Chevron gas station, and I was at the light, and I stopped at the light, and then the lady was just like going like this, like. So, I just cut my little music down. So I didn't know what she was doing. So I cut my music down and I rolled my window down a little bit. And she was like, go back to Oakland. And she just kept go back to Oakland. That shit saying go back to Oakland. Oh,
shit.
Okay.
So I let it go. I'm like, I ain't got to go nowhere. But I ain't even say it to her. You know what I'm saying? So I drive off. So the place where I'm going is closed. So I double back because I'm going back to Oakland. And then I run into her again on the same, she jogging. So what ended up happening was I'm driving by and in between the cars. She come from in between the cars in the middle of the street. As I drive by, she do this.
She flipped.
So when she do that, that was it. So I grabbed my phone, and then the cold part about it, I had just went and I made hella memory on my phone. I said, let me erase some shit on my phone just in case something happened today. And little do you know, bam.
Just like that.
Yeah, so then
Bruh,
the rest was history.
So when you got out the car, did she pull a Karen move, like try to act hella scared and call the police?
Nah, she tried to jog off, but I was gonna jog off right with her ass. I was gonna So we was gonna be jogging together. So if you pay attention, if you look at the footage, she tried to jog off a little bit, but she realized that I already had her ass. So she went on ahead and turned back around. Then I let her have it.
Yeah.
Oh, you let her have it, though, because bro was toasting her, though.
Yeah.
I think it was more so, just me being hella mad at her and being she an old-ass lady. I couldn't really put my hands on her or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just whooped her with words, and then, shit spread like wildfire. So I was at the house, and I made a mistake by putting it on Facebook first without all my, my tags and shit like that. So, and I wake up probably 3 hours later because that night I couldn't sleep, and that shit had hella thousands of shares. So I'm like, God damn. So I'm like, well, let me hurry and put it on Instagram with my information. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it went viral fast, and for some strange reason, Instagram kept taking my post down. Yeah, so every time they get to 50, 60,000 views, they take it down. So, but the Shade Room, I think it had 3.5 million views. They had messaged me and asked for permission to put it up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, go ahead, it's cool. Because I ain't really no clout chaser, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about fame like that. So, at the end of the day, it was something like I've been doing this shit for 14 years. And then it's all of a sudden, I'm talking about hustling my ass off. Y'all know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's when the internet went when DVDs slowed up and stuff started getting to the point to where everything was digital. So I used to think people was lying when they used to be okay, well shit, I ain't got no DVD player. I'm like, your ass lying.
Yeah.
And when I started realizing that, shit, I didn't have no DVD player no more. Shit, what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it just ended up me just having to redo this shit all over again and start from scratch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though I didn't like I said earlier, my first comedy DVD independent, I sold over 400,000 units, and that's facts. I don't need. There is nobody that I need to like lie to to make it look like I'm doing something I ain't. No, literally, like sometimes like 12-hour day shifts. Like I'm really grinding my ass off, selling my DVDs, just boxes of DVDs filled to the ceiling. I don't come back home till they all gone, and I'm going state to state. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Can you explain what that was? What was that video that you had that sold over 400,000?
Oh, it was my my first BRealBFunny Volume 1. Yeah, first one I put out. But I had made a Volume 2, and I made a Volume 3. I made a movie called Life Is Not a Game. I did a documentary. I had 2 soundtracks to the DVD, and I also did an actual album with my midget character called The Slick Adventures of Small Fry. Okay. So I got a lot of stuff, but like I said, like I was just trying to be independent. Like, I didn't really want to, I didn't want no deals or nothing like that. The money was too good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I used to be at Walmart, and when I used to be up there, it's like a lot of people used to be like going to jail and shit, and for selling bootleg movies. But I had my own stuff, so it's like I didn't go to jail, but I got hella tickets, and I had to go to court for them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'd be at Walmart at the front door. Then when the police come, I just run through Walmart, come out the side, and then run to the dealership across the street, hide in between cars and shit. And then when it's over, I come right back. You know what I'm saying?
So they was giving you tickets because you didn't have a business license or something?
No, I had business license, but they considered it as trespassing. For some strange reason, I just went there and bought hella shit before I started selling. I was actually the money that I actually made from my DVDs. After I'm done hustling, I go in there and spend the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In the store. So it's like. I don't see how it's trespassing, but they said I was trespassing.
That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What made you want to get started with this motherfucking comedy shit? Like being from the hood and stuff like that. Most motherfuckers want to.
Well, let's set this straight. All right. So look, somebody I consider very dearly close to me, my brother, Black Ass. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Black motherfucking Ass.
Shout out Black Ass. That's somebody who started this comedy stuff before I even thought about it. I always was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I always know how to make people laugh. Like before the word roast was even roast. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So we'd be on the corner, and where I'm from, for me, we'd be on the corner and it'd be like 10, 20 cars. You know what I'm saying? Clean shit, and we all on the corner roasting and joking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So and so back to. Like I said, Black Ass, back to him. So he started it, you know what I'm saying, before I even had any recollection of doing comedy. So when I came into it, I just say, I say this, he pretty much paved the way of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter if I came afterwards and he was doing it first. I'm just accepting it as if he started it and I came after him. You know what I'm saying? So not only that, that's my brother, and I salute him, and you know what I'm saying? Like, me and this dude be together every day, all day. And having a roast shootout. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2 people that can't die. You know what I'm saying?
That's raw, though.
But, have y'all ever did a collaborative project?
We just did a movie called The Game Is Funny. But like I say, this digital shit, I just found out that, you can register certain stuff. And that's another reason why I was holding back, because for some strange reason, I just, like I say, I take everybody's situation in life and portray it as it's my own. So we all know the history in the Bay Area, and how artists be getting ripped the fuck off, and you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just, for some strange reason, they just don't share resources out here. And that's one of the reasons why, we don't blossom and bloom like these other, you know what I'm saying, these other states and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's and seeing this, this is big. As soon as I see this shit, I'm like, oh, this shit real. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to Fame Media.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Fame Media. So basically, when you look at it now, it's like when I see stuff like this, this hella motivate. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta ask me the question again, because I don't want to get lost in saying shit. You know what I'm saying? So go back and ask me what you said.
So I was gonna say, coming up, a lot of people from the hood either want to play sports and rap and shit like that. And you just said that Black Ass was doing comedy and stuff like that. So he kind of was one of your biggest inspirations in this shit, right?
I don't want him to fuck me up if I say the wrong answer. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know I was gonna be doing this. This just came to my head. You know what
Gotcha.
I'm
So did he coax you into it? Like, hey man, why don't you just do this?
Nah, none of that. Like I said, like when I was buying DVDs from him, I had no recollection on doing comedy. Like I didn't like. Basically, this is exactly what happened. So one of my friends, rest in peace. You know who he is. You know who he is. Chad Hunter Murphy. You know what I'm saying? So right before he passed away, I told him that I was gonna make a DVD. I was gonna make, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna start getting into like making DVDs and movies. So I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was.
Scoot up a little bit so I can hear you.
Oh, scoot up. Yeah. So basically, I didn't know what it was gonna be. But at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I just woke up dying laughing to myself, man. And I grabbed this is exactly, I put this on my soul. I woke up at 3 in the morning dying laughing to myself, and I grabbed a piece of paper and I just started writing all these skits down. And that's exactly how I started.
You just executed them.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, thinking about the skits, so when you say your first tape, was it like comedy sketches? Was it stand-up comedy? How would you describe?
No, it was comedy sketches. It was like me playing several characters, and I also like I used to like when I first started, it was all over the place. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I wanted to do was try to do something different. So basically I did a lot of skits, and I also like try to put a lot of messages in them. Like at the end, you know, I dedicated it to him, and I just went to the cemetery and just talked about, you know, life and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And like even like a lot of people, they don't really know. Like I was on the first Hood to Hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I was on there, and I was speaking a lot of positive. You know what I'm saying?
I remember what you said. I was hella proud of you. You said, man, I got these cars and I ain't sold a rock a day.
And it's the truth. I ain't never sold no dope.
That nigga said, I ain't sold a rock a day. You had my auntie saying, that's right, Butch.
Yeah. Man.
I said, I know that nigga.
So I was getting a lot of positive feedback from that. And then it's just like, man, at the end of the day, no matter what you do, man, like people just gotta make sure people accept you for who you are, man.
Yeah.
Like I tell people every day, like, you know, I'm from over here, but you ain't gotta see me from being over here. You can see me as my individual. Yeah. How you think I met everybody and started being cool with everybody? Where everybody mugging, I'm peace sign, I'm smiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, bro? You got my respect as a man. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And a lot of people don't understand that shit. So nowadays, it's like when you go around and you pay attention to like what's going on, it's like everybody lost. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what this shit is really about. Like I wouldn't be here right now if I was mugging you every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, who you from? Man, that shit's stupid, man.
It is.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But you know, ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, people gotta learn how to love self and love and respect others. You know what I'm saying? And you know, shit, that's just me.
For sure. And I was going to say, man, with your old shit, do you ever think about getting a Netflix deal with your old shit, like taking it to Netflix and try to get a deal?
I would have to chop a lot of that shit up, you know what I'm saying, and trim the fat. And I thought about that, but it's like, you know, in the beginning, Netflix was getting at people. Now you got to get at them. They say I thought they wanted Netflix specials and all that type of stuff. That's the only way you can really make some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm making something new right now. Me and my folks, Royalty Entertainment. I don't know if y'all know Jeremy is from Royalty Entertainment. He the one that actually filmed my first DVD when he was starting out doing what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like in the porn industry and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
I'm just keeping 100 with you. You know am I lying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You said in the porn industry?
Yeah, in the porn industry.
Have you ever been in the porn?
Hell no.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, but yeah though. So
yeah,
okay.
all right. But look, we was on a positive run. You feel me?
Oh no, I
mean,
no,
just me in positivity, just period. And I'm just thinking like taking it back to that first situation with the Karen when your viral video. You feel me?
Okay.
Basically, hearing you describe how you see a situation, and you said, like you said, you was mad, but you de-escalate the situation. It seemed like you Tai Chi'd it and you use your gift, your art, to make it something positive. Because you were just like, you just roasted her. You feel me? It couldn't got physical. It didn't get this. It didn't get like into no like really nothing disrespectful. It was just like, I'm gonna just play. We gonna have fun. You feel me? And that was something I seen that was like.
Well, basically, when it come to her, what I had to do, like as a man, I had to bring awareness to her that like if you pay attention to what I said, like why are you telling me to go back to Oakland? Ain't no black people in Alameda. You know what I'm saying? So not only that I had to like roast her, but I had to like get her to understand like you can't just go around doing that shit to people. You know what I'm saying? I understand racism and all that and everything that's going on, but at the same time, I wasn't raised in them times, so I don't fear that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And like, I got a gang of white friends, you know what I'm saying? And I'm black, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not finna sit here and allow you to make me feel uncomfortable for being me. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody allowing you to feel uncomfortable for being you. You know, ain't no black people coming to you talking about, hey, go back to Alameda when you come to Oakland.
Yeah.
This shit don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So basically, and she also, you know, I don't know if people know that I roasted her ass again because basically what happened was the lady that was jogging with her, and she, at the end of that, she was telling me how sorry she was for what the lady had did to me because she seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so she was with somebody?
No, she wasn't with. There was just somebody else that was jogging with her.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, they. So basically, the lady go ahead and she say how sorry she is. I'm like, you ain't got to feel sorry for me. I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I know racism exists, and I know that shit ain't going nowhere, and it ain't never went nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, and it ain't gonna go nowhere. As long as people understand, like, long as we understand, you know what I'm saying? And we have to make them understand that, like, at the end of the day, it's like this, man. I'm not finna put up with it. And I don't think nobody should put up with it. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I got so much, I done been through so much real shit in my life. I'm not even worried about her, man. I done moved on from that shit. You know what I'm saying? But what I did do, y'all, let me show y'all this. You know what I'm saying? So basically, what I did, right, I had made me a shirt because one of my folks said that I need to make a shirt. And stuff started going in my head, like, what can I put on a shirt that's in relation to what happened with that situation in Alameda? So basically what I did was I went ahead and I started thinking of a whole bunch of shit. But what can I come up with that actually can not just have something to do with that particular situation, but racism, period. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically what I did to her, I roasted shit out her ass. So I came up with a shirt and it says roast racism.
Yep. That's solid.
You know what I'm saying? So roast racism can mean whatever you want it to mean. You can take it however you want it. But me, and the reason why I made it is I think you should make people feel the same way people feel at school when they being bullied. Like, make these motherfuckers feel uncomfortable for doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's one. And I feel that you need to roast that shit, eat it, shit it out, and flush it down the toilet.
That shit is dope.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's like, and then, you know, like, I got white friends. They, you know, like, shit, I'm not here to judge who like black people, who don't like black people, who white. You know what I'm saying? They bought the shirt. They say they like the shirt. Okay, get my bread. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for
sure.
So, like I said, like, I didn't come up with this to be on some old, like, I'm just shoving it and trying to become somebody that's, you know, like, it's not going to just take me. It's going to take every fucking body. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, so I just made the shirt and then related, and it's a catchy phrase that has something to do with racism. I just think people should roast that shit and make them feel uncomfortable for doing that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And that's just that.
For sure, man. I think that shit is dope. And the shirt is hella clean, too. I cop one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It's black and it's white, and it go with everything.
That's why I wanted it black.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
I wanted it black. Everybody was asking all type of different colors and shit. I'm like, nah, black is fine. And then I wear black because the shit don't, you know, this is probably dirty as fuck right now, but being that it's black, you can't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I'm just playing.
So,
but you feel me? Yeah.
So on the Martin Lawrence show, you know how they play hella characters and shit like that. He play hella characters. Who was your favorite character besides himself that he play?
Besides who?
Martin Lawrence. You know how like he plays like a multitude of different characters? Who was your favorite character he plays besides himself?
I mean, I like Martin, period. I ain't no certain character. But I'm going to tell y'all something, because everybody be trying to, like, my small fry character, I did not get that from Martin. You know, Martin got that from somebody, too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I used to watch. Yeah. You feel me? So Y'all don't remember the Williams brothers and they was hopping in on them hats and shit? On
Living Color?
Nah, not Living Color, man. Was that fucking what movie was that, man?
No, that's just old school stuff though. You know when you just put your shoes in the knees.
Yeah, but I just didn't get that from him. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a movie with the Williams brothers when he was about to get down with a broad and she took all her shit off, you know what I'm saying? And took her legs off. You don't remember that?
That
shit?
was I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just name was just at the tip of my tongue. I got that from that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit is dope.
Yeah, so
my favorite character that Martin played besides himself would probably be the motherfucking security guard. I think the security guard is pretty cool. Shanae,
when Jerome wrong.
Shanae cool too.
Yeah, I'm also a huge Jamie Foxx fan too.
Jamie the truth.
Yeah.
He can do hella shit.
And stand up comedy like is Mike Epps. You know what I'm saying? I mean that's just to me today. You know what I'm saying? You got Kevin Hart funny, but I just like you can. Have you ever just like look at somebody's face and they just make you laugh without even before they even saying something? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah.
Have you ever did stand up comedy?
Nah, I got a lot of it written up, but my passion with this stuff is strictly skits, being characters, and knowing how to write movies. Like I already wrote a movie already. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm great with writing. Yeah. So.
Do you ever think that you'll do stand up?
Yeah, I got a lot of hella funny ass stand up written up, but I ain't never really tripped off of it.
Yeah, that shit is hard to do. I did some stand up, and that shit is hard.
Because it ain't just the jokes. It's the delivery. You know what I'm saying? And if a motherfucker don't start, excuse me, if I'm.
No, hell no.
If somebody start laughing,
fame motherfucking media. You know what? Let them loose. Go. Watch this. Go, butch.
If somebody don't laugh at what you saying, you gotta know how to jump on something else quick. You know what I'm saying? I be paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just like let them see you bombing out and then you just get quiet for long. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was at
and there's a lot of comedians that I actually that I know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, so it's a lot of them. I mean, whatever level it is. Like I say, I ain't in a stand-up comedian game, but Kurt McHenry, Mario Hodge, my folks G King. You know what I'm saying? Black Ass, he do stand-up comedy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a lot of them, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting how you started out doing skits. You feel me? Because I know a lot of people, when they start off doing it, they start off doing impersonations.
Yeah.
So do you got impersonations under your belt?
Nah. Not none. Yeah.
That's interesting, bro, to make a whole career off of just the skits. You feel me?
But see, the thing about it is,
in it.
Here's the thing. They're like separated, like, and I ain't gonna just say me, it's a few of us. You gotta understand, like, this stuff is business. So it's like, I was like, so this is what I used to do. So when I first made my little DVDs, right, I used to go to the stores and put them in stores, and I'm going around every, like, couple of days. Hey, you sold one? You sold one? You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, no, we didn't sell one today. Oh, we sold a half a DVD. Here go 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just realized, I'm like, why in the fuck am I sitting here going around putting my DVDs in stores when I'm the store? You know what I'm saying? That's how I looked at it. So you know what I started doing? I started off in Mission connects to East 14, International now, whatever they want to call it. And I ran in every nail shop, every beauty salon, every car shop, dealership, and I used to ask them to buy my DVDs. You know what I'm saying? And when I made that run, and I counted the money that I had, I'm like, shit. I'm like, it's beat a 9-to-5 job. I'm like, I'm making $10 every 2 seconds sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so with the Walmart thing, like, Black Ass was at Walmart, and my folks Killer B from Bay Life Entertainment.
Shout out to Killer B.
Yeah. So you know, he had told me like that me and Black Ash, y'all need to link up together because, you know, we both met up, you know what I'm saying, to like get graphics done and DVDs and stuff like that. And I wasn't thinking about it because, you know, there was a lot of stuff going on in West Oakland, a whole lot of shit going on. So, you know, like we ended up doing it. And, you know, that's my best friend, my brother, everything, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like it goes back to what I said earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get to know people, man, and you got to get them politics out of your head to where I'm from over here, you from over here, this color, that color. You know what I'm saying? All that bullshit. You get to know people individual and themselves. You know what I'm saying? You get past all that. You know what I'm saying? And man, me and this dude, like I say, not to change the subject, but that's my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's like we linked up, and he told me, you know what I'm saying, about the Walmart spot. And shit, man, I went up there, man, and we used to go like walk to everybody's cars throughout the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Like asking them, you know, we want to borrow DVDs and shit like that. So the whole time I'm looking at the front door, and I just got tunnel vision. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, we walking through this parking lot with all these cars and all these aisles. I'm like, the front door is right there.
Yeah.
People coming in and people coming out.
Yep.
So I told him, I'm like, hey, Black, we need to go at that front door. He like, nah, I ain't going that front door. I'm like, shit, man, I'm finna go to the front door, dog. I'm not finna sit there and chasing these cars. So so when I went to the front door and he seen like I showed him the bread that I made, and he was like, damn, he was like, yeah, here I come. You know what I'm saying? So
Hell yeah.
now we both at the front door. So now, man, we moving so many DVDs at that front door, man, and the police was being called on us so much. And I mean, shit, we was like roaches when the light turned on. When the police came, shit, we running, hide behind shit and everything. So what ended up happening was the two corporate head managers that came to Walmart, and they asked me, and everybody was like, oh man, you stupid for not doing that. I'm like, no, I ain't. So they had told me this. They was like, if you can stop selling DVDs in front of our store, because we couldn't be stopped. Police couldn't stop us. This was the time when everything was going on in the Oakland. So they had no time to come to that shit. And I already knew that if they be there, they're going to be there 30, 40 minutes later. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was they told me, they was like, if you stop being at this front door in front of Walmart, we'll take you to corporate and we'll put your DVDs in our chain of our stores. And, you know, I looked at him and I told them, both of them, I was like, no. And it was like, why? I was like, because I can't speak for these DVDs when they're in your store. You know what I'm saying? I can't establish relationships with fans while these DVDs sitting on your shelf in your stores. You know what I'm saying?
How you feel about that in retrospect? Like, would you have did it different in a retrospect?
Nope.
You wouldn't have dropped them off a break?
Because you know why? I built a huge fan base by meeting people and them getting to know me and who I am with my stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, nah, I wouldn't change that shit for the world. I had a ball. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, because like I used to sell my little rap music and shit like that, and I like to meet people.
Yeah.
You never know who the fuck you gonna meet though.
Exactly. I done met all celebrities and all that. Like I didn't ran into a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like we went to the BET Awards, man. I forgot what year it was. Man, we hopped that motherfucking wall and was on that red carpet passing out our flyers and selling shit.
Yeah. Hey,
hell yeah. Shit, man. So
hey, have you ever sold a CD and somebody swore up and down that you was Black ass?
Oh, nah. See, here's what you got to understand. That's how we make most of our money. People think I'm him.
Okay.
And people think he me.
Okay.
So they were, oh, man, you got the DVD with the apartment. It be his shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's on this one right here. Go ahead and get it. So one time, Black had sold a DVD to somebody, and it was the old one, and they came back, and it was like, hey, man, it's the old one. No, Black was like, no, that's the new old one.
That's the new old one.
Yeah, man, so, yeah, they mistake us all the time. Like,
yeah,
they say I'm me, and they say vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
What are your favorite 3 Eddie Murphy movies?
I ain't gonna even lie to you. 3. Let me think. First, number 1.
Okay.
I don't fuck with nobody say Vampire in Brooklyn. That's my shit.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, second one, Golden Child. And the third one, Beverly Hills Cop.
Not Coming to America?
Coming to America, I like that too, but I have to have 4. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I thought mine's is Trading Places. I thought Trading Places.
Trading Places was good. That's what I'm saying. He had too many movies.
Yeah. Coming to America, and I'm gonna say, damn, I'm gonna either say Beverly Hills Cop, like you say. Golden Child was one of them, but
And Vampire in Brooklyn. I'm sorry, man. That's the one.
I only seen that one time.
And if you seen it one time, then like you should know what's up with that. Man, that's the one. Yeah, they're my 3 movies though.
Yeah. What about you, A?
My favorite, Eddie Murphy. I mean, I fuck with Eddie Professor. You feel
Yeah,
me?
but that's what I'm saying. He has too many
Chappelle,
movies to
you feel
choose from.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle was in that motherfucker going crazy. Reggie, Bye. Let me see. Shit, who else we got? Eddie Murphy. Hey, I don't think that new one he did with what's his name? It was on Netflix. The one that did Black Dynamite and shit. What's his name? Willie Moe, or something like that.
You talking about Rudy Ray Moore?
Rudy Ray Moore, yeah. Psh, bruh, man.
Dolomite.
That was just a great ass movie, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it was just comedy. You feel me? Just the funniest one. But
He a universal comedian.
Solid.
And he been writing all that shit. He wrote a lot of that early shit. You know what I'm saying? Because there's money in the writing and shit like that.
Yeah.
So what you got working on now? What's your new movie about?
I'm about to, like, you brought up the Netflix stuff. I'm about to start making, like, you gotta understand, man, like, when I was doing this stuff, like, we bought these cameras. And that's another thing I want to say. Cell phones. So what happened with the cell phone shit is that, man, it's so easy to where when people start telling me about it, I didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then another thing is, like, I come from making a certain amount of money off comedy, so even though people don't know about me, you know what I'm saying, like that, but I just couldn't see myself putting all my works on a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? If you notice, like, my Instagram, the stuff that I got on my Instagram, I put light stuff. I don't put, like, everything. I'd be a fool to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to wait till it was some type of clearance on being able to protect your stuff and knowing where it's going and keeping track of everything. Now, how they got, you can encrypt and encode your stuff now to where you can know what's going on. So when you go to these digital distribution companies and they be like, oh, well, you sold a half a stream. You know what I'm saying? But this paperwork, which you register with, will let you know, like, okay, this is what you actually streamed. You know what I'm saying? So you owe me this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just like this digital stuff just kind of changed the game, man. And so I don't want to get off the question. Ask that question again. I'm saying because I don't want to get off of it. So what you say?
I forgot what the
he forgot too. See, we should keep forgetting motherfuckers.
It was what your new shit was about. What's your new,
what the new?
Me and like I say earlier, me and Black Ass made a short film called The Game Is Funny. So basically, like I say, I ain't got no professional camera, so it ain't gonna look nothing like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I say, I got tired of, like waiting on people to edit stuff of mine. So I actually filmed this, I edit this, I produced this, and I written this.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when I did this, it's like I did it to where it's like, okay, right. I mean, to me, it's good. Like I say, it ain't no professional cameras or nothing like that. It's a short film, only I think 42 minutes. But it's basically a movie about like I'm at the bank and Black Ass snatches somebody's bag but I got the same bag as the bag that Black Ass snatched from somebody else. Yeah. And they bump into me and we exchange bags. So I'm a goofball. I got my address on in the bag and shit. So he come to my house and all that type of shit. And you know what I'm saying? And then let me know if I want some real money, then let him know. But it's comedy, short comedy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's funny, man. You know what I'm saying?
Is it already done?
Yeah, it's been done for like some months. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I was thinking about just putting it out on YouTube, but for some strange reason, man, YouTube be like uploading like shit to where it don't actually show right. Or I guess is it me? You know what I'm saying? With the settings that I'm using, I don't know what it is, but it just like it didn't show the same as the MP4.
Mm-hmm. You upload it from the phone?
No, I did it with my camera.
Okay.
Yeah, not a cell phone. And that's another thing I was saying about like the cell phone thing is like, man, these, like I said, like I didn't mean no disrespect, but I put on if you look on my Instagram, I put on a post with me and Black Ass sitting in my car. Well, I ain't got the car no more, but we're sitting in the car. So I just basically said like, you know, like I gave a shout out to him, like this the one who's been doing this and started this since day one.
Yeah.
And you know, all you cell phone comedians, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Say thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I remember you had to spend $5,000 for a camera.
That's right.
You had to spend $1,300 to get 1,000 DVDs pressed up, $250 for your graphics, $1,500 to $2,000 to get your stuff edited. You know what I'm saying? So you're looking at 10 bands just to get started.
Yeah.
For this to go to a cell phone, I'm like, man, that's crazy. So
it's like that in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers do videos on cell phones. Like I think Chief Keef did like that shit that I don't like in like a small room with all his partners, and that shit blew the fuck up.
Yeah, I be seeing that. You ain't got to go nowhere no more. You just
niggas just gotta have guns and weed.
I mean, just like how your shit went viral. You feel me? You never know what people connect with. You feel me?
I made a mistake again. Like I should have registered that. And like that's not the first video that went viral that I did. Like y'all seen the video where I was coming from First Friday and I stopped at the intersection and the lady has jumped on my hood and started dancing on my hood, and I asked her to get off the hood, and she basically yanked my arm and said, "Get your hands off me," and kept dancing on my hood, and I slid her off the car. You didn't see that?
No, I did not.
What, like 8 Mile, like when he grabbed the legs?
So what year was this?
Oh shit. This is like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
2.5, 3 years ago? Like right before they stopped First Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So
well, before we get out of here, man, let everybody know where they can find your stuff at and the shirts and shit like that. Drop your handle.
Okay, so my Instagram is, and I got a lot of dots and shit because I seen a lot of people like using, you know, BRealBFunny. I came up with that name, you know what I'm saying? And it's trademarked now, but it's my Instagram is B.REAL.B.funny. And my website is BRealBFunny.com. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And get your my shirt.
How much are they?
Roast Racism shirt. 25.
Okay,
yeah,
for sure.
I got all sizes. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta ask you a question. If they $25, say like if it's a big fat motherfucker that wear a 7.
Oh, that's for that it's 150.
Well, shit, man. That's another episode of I Need to Know with my special guest, BRealBFunny, and my co-host, Amo, and I am L-Deez, also known Party Boy Lawrence, the one for another episode of I Need to Know, and as usual, come on, you know what I want.
Hey, he been saying that shit before this even came.
Hey.